It's Tim Wood. Welcome to this special edition of Low Country Chronicle. So we are organizing a fundraiser on May 5th, and it's for a very special cause. We're raising money for the DJ Fields Memorial Fund. DJ Fields was killed in what appears to be a mistaken identity murder on March 5th, driving home with friends on the Bluffton Parkway. DJ will always be just native son, a phenomenal kid, and just a huge part of this community. Always smiling, always there for his family, for his friends, for his community. Loved Bluffton, loved everything about it. So I wanted to do something, and I'm a parent of two boys. We've had some tragedy in our life, but nothing like what Dwon Fields and Kema Bryant are dealing with. And we wanted to do something. And so we've reached out to a ton of restaurants and small businesses to get involved, give part of their proceeds to the DJ Fields Memorial Fund. It's all happening on May 5th. DJ's Day of Giving. We hope you'll be part of it. Wanted to give you just a sense of what DJ was, is, will always be to this community. Very fortunate to have had the time to talk with his parents, Dwon Fields Sr. and Kema Bryant. They sat down with me. Here's the first part of that interview. And please, as I said, you'll see it coming up throughout the interview. But we really hope you'll be part of DJ's Day of Giving on May 5th. Very simple to get involved. Just a huge list of partners. Go to djdayofgiving.com to see the full list. We'll have some graphics up on the screen as well. But also, you can, if you can't get out on May 5th, there's certainly still ways to get involved. You can donate to the GoFundMe. You can donate to via Venmo at DJ Day of Giving on Venmo. Very easy. Cash App. Well, it's not Cash App, but it's a different kind of money exchange app, Venmo. So you can also get the address if you just want to mail a check. You get the address on djdayofgiving.com. If you want me to meet you to give a check, I will meet up with you. 843-290-6242 is my cell phone number. So, but for now, want to get you a little taste of who DJ Fields was in our first part of our interview with Dwon Fields Sr. and Kema Bryant. So can you tell us a little bit about DJ?
DJ Dwon Fields Jr. was born September 15th at 2002, 2:44 a.m. He was the highlight of our lives. Just overall, great kid. Never had any problems out of him. Would always do what you asked. Always willing to help.
He was a big teddy bear. Like, if he saw you anywhere and he knew you, he was giving you hugs. He was smiling, always had a smile on his face. I get so many people come up to me now that I didn't knew him or seen him and talked to him and tell me stories about how he made little kids smile, and just, he loved kids, he loved people, he just loved everybody. He didn't talk bad about nobody. He was a lovable person. Everybody that knew him basically loved him. And I mean, really loved him. Can't say anything bad about him. He would give you the shirt off his back. He would give you the shoes off his feet, literally. He tried to do that once when he was in Atlanta. He saw a man with no shoes and wanted to give him his sneakers, and I was like, no, those are Jordans. Let's give him your slides or something. But that's the type of person he was. He didn't care who you was. If he saw you needed help, he would try to help you the best way he could.
How, in terms of him being the big teddy bear, how did that translate on the football field in terms of him being a beast on the football field?
On the football field, he could turn it on and off.
Exactly.
Like I say, always willing to help people. But he will hit you.
Yes.
And that's something that he had fun doing.
Yes.
He had dreams of actually, going to the University of Georgia to play football. And so, we had those talks about grades, and I think it was back in the 4th grade when we transferred his schools, to Beaufort County. We had to talk. He would always miss the honor roll before transferring to Beaufort County by 1 point. So it always came about where...
That damn 79.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I know it.
Exactly.
He has a love for shoes. So we made the deal, and I think that's when KD first came in the lead, and he said, "Daddy, if I make the honor roll, would you buy me a pair of KDs?" And I said, "You make the honor roll, buy you 2 pair of KDs." So he fell in love with shoes, and my little brother took it over from there. If he did good in school, if he did whatever he was supposed to do, my little brother would always make sure he had all the latest shoes. He had every pair of Jordans there is.
And KDs.
So, big thanks to my little brother that, both of them are shoe fanatics.
Mom too. But
What'd you say?
Mom too. Mom's a shoe fanatic
a
too.
little bit? Okay.
A little bit. He get it honest. But he's loved football from the time he was 5 is when he actually started playing Bulldogs. And oh my goodness, his face when he got to hit people, he just loved it. The teddy bear was not on the field. He left the teddy bear on the sidelines, and he just turned into, like they say, a beast on the field.
I just remember when he was playing Bulldogs, like he'd smile after a hit, and at first the players thought he was being a little like laughing at him, but he would just smile because that was fun.
And he always helped them back up.
Oh yeah,
that was his thing. If he knocked you down, he was gonna help you back up. And I was watching some old high school footage of him the other day, and I was watching after he tackled, he helped the people up, and I'm like, see, that's him. That was always him.
Football came easy to him. I guess, with me coaching, he knew every position on the field, and he could literally play every position on the field. I remember, with him playing Pee-wees for me, and he was like, "Daddy, I want to run the ball." I'm like, "Look, man, you a lineman." And he was like, "Daddy, I want to run the ball." And I think we were playing Allendale right here on this field where he scored his first touchdown at the age of 10. Allendale came in a little cocky and was like, we're not going to put them on the scale. A couple kids that we had overweight, we're not going to put them on the scale. So I said, okay, y'all don't know what y'all doing today, but I'm going to put my big boys in the backfield. So I put him and about 3 other kids in the backfield that, were overweight. But Allendale didn't put them on the scale that day because they figured they could beat us. And I tell you what, him scoring his first touchdown right in this end zone down here is like, it was something real special.
How far did he run?
About 5 yards.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say
he wasn't a sprinter.
Not an oxygen run.
No, he wasn't a sprinter.
70-yard run. Okay.
But that made his little league career playing football, because he always had fun doing it. When he got into middle school, he played for me at McCracken, where he suffered his first concussion. and that kind of like, you know, slowed his football path down a little bit. And when he got into the 8th grade, he suffered another concussion. So we kind of, you know, shut football down, and he didn't come back until his senior year, because he would always beg me, you know, Daddy, I want to play. I'm like, you know, you don't have to do this. You don't, you know, I don't care if you do it or not. You know, I mean, I love you anyway it goes. You know, football is not going to make us or break us. But he was determined to come back for his senior year because, you know, he saw his friends out there, and, you know, him going to school with them every day, and him being a big kid, you know, 6'1", 270, you know, that's pretty big for football. So he came back out his senior year and had a great season, you know, only playing 5 games and him only playing in 4. You know, he got hurt the 3rd game of the season where he had an ankle injury, and I mean, he was determined to play the next game against Hilton Head. Literally on Tuesday, he was not able to walk.
No.
We bought TENS unit. He had a boot on his foot, but Friday night game time, he was ready to go, and he played the whole game, and that finished off his high school career with playing the best game he has ever played.
Yeah.
With 5 games in high school, and with 2 minutes left in the game, somebody stepped on that ankle and he felt something pop, and we were at the hospital after that.
Yeah. He was back in the boot and on crutches for a couple weeks.
Oh boy.
The saddest time, because he couldn't do anything. He couldn't drive. He was like, Mom, this is horrible. I got to get out the house. He was so used to driving around on his own.
Right.
He had to be chauffeured. It was like, that was the worst thing ever to happen to him, because he was like, I can't do anything. But he stuck it out. You still saw him on the sidelines after the games with his boot on during the rest of the season. He'd be out here supporting his team with his boot on, walking the sidelines. You can see him in videos walking up and down the sideline, cheering them on. You know, that's what he did too. He was always, if he wasn't on the field, he definitely was on the sideline cheering them on. And for those 3 years that he didn't play high school football, I can guarantee he did not miss one high school football game. Away or home, he was there. He was always on the sideline cheering them on. From the time, actually, he was a little kid watching the Bobcats. He always wanted to be a Bobcat, and he became a Bobcat. That was one of his dreams, to be a Bobcat.
Okay, folks, here is the list of partners. Also, really want to thank the Bluffton Sun for donating some advertising space to help us promote. Want to thank Bluffton Today, WHHI for helping us to promote, Heather Rath for helping us to promote the day. You see all the sponsors up on the screen. Really hope you'll get involved. DJDayofGiving.com. You can get the full list. We're adding sponsors right up until Wednesday. If you have any folks that want to get involved, please let me know. 843-290-6242 is the talk and text. Businesses making donations. Folks, like I said, if you can't get out, make a donation via Venmo at DJ Day of Giving. All proceeds going to the Dwon Fields Jr. Memorial Fund, and we really appreciate all of your help. Coming tomorrow, we'll have part 2 of our interview with Dwon and Kema. And for now, Tim Wood, Low Country Chronicle. Really appreciate everybody watching. Please share this with as many people as possible, and we will see you next time on Low Country Chronicle.